Myself Suresh, and I'm deep learning and AI enthusiast. So today we will go to learn about FCN, that called fully convolution network. So if we have basic background with convolution neural network, so then we can understand also FCN also. Yeah. So there are basic difference between uh, convolution operations is always there, but like we can say the fully convolution network. So here there's difference between the for example in generally in convolution neural network we are taking as a final layer as a fully connected layer. So that called dense layer. So here dense layer removed and replaced by the one into one convolutional layer, convolution layer. So use case like where required such first of things required uh, uh, somewhere the image size is matter, and our object size is the different and variation also different, and we have to map with the pixel wise all the class like. So for example the use cases like semantic segmentation. So in semantic segmentations that each pixels like we have to label as a class. So if you want to classify each pixels, then for that such kind of network required. So there we can convolve the feature, one to one feature that we can convolve. So for example here this is the image as an input, and we have to pass as a CNN networks. So like CNN convolution 1, convolution 2, some poolings, and again convolution, then again some polling. So there are downsampling happening. So after downsampling, uh, and we will do the one-to-one convolution. So and using the one-to-one convolutions, we all the number of the features, the number of the channel output of the features transform into the like number of the class. So and then after that using that again like the downsampling, we have to extract the output also. So output like is a each pixel should be represented as a class. So we have to like upset that called upsampling terms. So using like the output of the feature spatial information like height and width transform into whatever size of the input spatial dimensions. So so output of finally after transpose convolutions the same size of height and width here spatial dimension, whatever input size and output size will be the same. So that is the one use case of that fully convolution network. So it's not is bound of the segmentation task also, but where size also vary. So like we can say in for example we're thinking about as a word detection, word spotting, character recognition problems also. So in word detection, so word length might be very different size also. So their object detection like if we think about the fixed size of the final layer, so that will not work there. So might be the feature map size, might be the word size maybe vary. So there like FCN we can use for that also. So that is the use cases and the basic phenomena of FCN. Now I will go through how FCN like variant and how FCN will look. So I already explained that in FCN generally as a use case, for example segmentations, there are two parts, that one is downsampling and that is upsampling. So this is one the downsampling, and again we are doing the upsampling using transpose. So and now I will go through the different variant of the FCN. So different variant of FCN divided by the finally where we use the transport and what kind of the stride size we are taking off. So stride like finally we get the some feature map. So I will explain it in the diagram also, but the basic phenomena like we are changing the stride size. So here FCN 632 means like finally we are using the stride is 32 and 16 and 8, and there are other difference also. So in upsampling also that is the we are worry about the lose of the information. So kind of like downsampling will lose lot of information using the polling. So we have to uh, get that information also using the polling. So that call, like, we have to pass as a connection to the final layer, to the as a whatever information we forget, yeah, we lose. So I will explain here how that different variants works, and how we can get the final output. So I'm taking this example. So all the examples I'm taking, that you can go through also the deeplearning.net. So that is a nice like we can say is the story of the deep learning. So different kind of network also, I'm taking that image from there. So input as an image, and we convert the feature, and then we are polling. So polling, we have to like, it will reduce the size half. For example, 28 into 28 image, it will reduce size 14 into 14. Then again convolution, then again polling. So after few layer of concurrent polling, so for example there are 7 stages there. Finally we are getting the feature map output of like final convolution layer. And now we have to final the prediction. We have to finally we have to predict the one-to-one mapping of the each pixel with the class. And so there are, we can make the variants. So all the variants have different purpose also, like uh, and different give the different result as a class also. I will show the result also, like how they are giving the different results. But here like for example this, so this we are taking as a 32. So stride size they taking as a 32, and finally the one-to-one convolution. So and variant number 2 like 16x upsampling, so that called 16 stride. So before that 16 stride, it will take the same, like for example we are getting this final layer like convolution 7, and we are getting the feature map here. That convolution feature map plus that is, this is called the short skip connection. So we connected this feature also pooling also, and that pooling concatenated, yeah, zooming. So that's based on the our like we do concatenation, yeah, we can do zooming also. So and after that operation of zooming, yeah, concatenation, we have to apply like stride is called that 16 stride with the one-to-one mapping, and we are getting this output. Similar, we here also, like we are going more like deeper. So why this network using the skip connections here? So this skip connection take the information whatever previous polling layer contain. So here also we lose lot of information, but here some information there, and we are concatenating the information. And here if our object is more dense, so we can get we can go back and create a shortcut connection for here also. and and that skip connection and zooming, yeah, concatenate all the informations and getting the output here. So there are 3 variants of that called FCN. uh, Now it's the this is also same, but yeah, the diagram is the different, showing like how they are concatenating. So for example first layer, so first directly after polling number 5, this is the pool 5. So after pool 5, output is that output that convolution that will give it 32 upsample results. So here after only the output of the final layer, and convolve the feature using 32 stride. For like for the 16 FCN 16, the final output plus the previous pool 4, and that both concatenate, yeah, summation whatever we will do, and then we are getting the FCN 16. Again, like we want to FCN 8, the previous pooling taking, and pool 8 also taking, and that feature map also, and finally convolve the feature and using stride 8. So that's example. And the result also, you will see the result FCN 32 16 8. FCN 32, here the information we are losing, but FCN 8 we are getting the more information. But this is the more complexity like complexity is great, because of these operation are extra, so like computationally heavy, and we can say that. But like if our use case like that, so we have to choose that also. So this is the basic and fundamental about um, how FCN work and how we can build the FCN network. Any question about it, then I can show the demo later. That is the uh, inference and coding parts. So I will not go through deep into code, but I will just explain how like mathematical calculation will happen here. So okay, so in segmentation, generally you heard about TensorFlow, PyTorch, all things this. So here I explain, just will use the PyTorch and Torch Vision for semantic segmentation, and we'll use here a already trained network, so that called resonate. So it's a FCN with resonate. So in resonate, we remove the dense layer and we connected one into one convolution there, and using this network, the trend model and data set that called like VOC dataset and Coco dataset, subset of Coco dataset. So using the Coco dataset, that trend model, and just we pass that image as an input of this model, and finally so for the reduce the computationally, for example, that pixel value 0 to 2 to 5, like 255, right? And we have, if we do if you like standardize the input each pixel value in 0 to 1, then like if you multiply something each pixel, then like it's computationally it's help for computationally, like if you number is bigger, so computationally heavy, if number is small, so computationally like it's help. So that's why like we will do that uh, all the pixel value in 0 to 1, so that's called standardize. So using the transform, we can do standardize all the images, and finally that using the forward pass we are getting the output. So output, like this is the image, and we classify image like this is the background and this is the object. So background and this is the object, so each pixel classify, so this level of the this this color of pixel classify as a like bird, and apart from this classify as a background. So I just take an example of this, but like there are lot of area that can be used at FCN. So yep, I done, I think. So yeah, any questions much more about it? I am working in company named Target Corporation, and yeah, in Manita Tech Park in Bangalore. So yeah, US retailer. Yeah, there are a lot of use case in fashion. Like in Target have that stores, so in stores they have variety of products. So clothes also, so they fashion recommendation and other recommendations and segmentation. So a lot of use case, and also text also use case. So text spotting detection. So there are a lot of use case. Yeah. Like for example, you saw image on YouTube. Yeah, you saw any image. You have any image, photograph, and you upload in Target websites. I want similar kind of product, right? So it will recommend, okay, then all the segmentation it will take. So for example, you wear Alan Solly's shoes, Zara like Zara coat and belt, different company, so it will classify all the products, and similar of product it will recommend you. So there are, yeah, that's use case like recommendation type. But yeah, like many use case can be created can be created like